as you can see, autumn has arrived here and I love it so much. It feels like a relief in some way, and everything is just calming down and you're just like allowed to be inside and to be the introvert that you are. Maybe. I don't know if you're an introvert, but I definitely am. I always enjoy to just like be in my own world, and now I feel like that is also allowed in a way. So I'm really looking forward to go home now and to start working a little bit, because now it's also the time to finally start working with the art shop again, because yeah, this weekend it's actually launch weekend. I'm really looking forward for this launch. It's also a very beautiful theme that Joachim chose. The theme is into the universe. I guess most of you know that in the summer here in the north it doesn't really get dark, and at first it just makes you really energized and you're just awake the whole night, and yeah, definitely makes it quite hard to sleep, and at some point that can also be quite a bit tiring. So when then in August the nights return, it is so beautiful. It often just starts that you can just see like one star in the sky in the night, and then at some point it just goes very quickly, and yeah, the nights are back and you just have like this amazing night sky again. And it's actually also one of the main seasons for northern lights. We have seen amazing northern lights in these last weeks. It also has been the first time that I have been seeing red northern lights. So far they only have been green, or of course when you see them in real life they just have a green shimmer. So what you see on the camera is often much stronger than what you see in real life, because I don't know, through the camera the colors come out differently in some ways. So when you see northern lights in real life, they can at first just look like really soft clouds, and then when your eyes kind of adjust you can also see the colors and like a green shimmer or something. But the northern lights that have been here a few days ago, there you could actually really see like this red color on the sky and green, and it was quite fantastic. So yeah, that is what the launch is about. The universe, the night sky, just like this amazing, mind-blowing galaxy that we are kind of living in, which is also quite strange to imagine. And that is what Joachim has been painting, and that is what the launch is about. So I will go home now and start editing all the product pictures and get the website ready, and we also have to take some pictures of the lanterns later on, maybe in the evening. Yeah. I have some news. I originally planned to just have this really cozy autumn time now and work with our art and finish the van, but yeah, right now it actually looks like that is not going to happen because we are kind of in the process of buying a farm in the moment. Those of you who have been following my videos and our journey for a longer time know that Joachim and I are looking for a farm since quite some time, and in the last 2 years we have taken a little break from the searching. We had a very intense period of searching for a home a few years ago, and after that we just kind of needed a little break from that and just settle somewhere. And of course we also really wanted to just live in this area for a little while and to see if we maybe find something around here. And I think it was in this summer or the end of the summer that I felt for the first time that we have to move on again soon. And we also thought about maybe just finding a place for the next few years, that it doesn't have to be the place where we can really realize all the different visions we have, because for that place, of course, there are many different kind of criteria. And my mom is also part of the whole picture now. And yeah, it has to be something very specific and that you just don't find that often. So we thought maybe to just buy a small place and just start and take it from there. And then last week, just one day after we launched the new art collection in our store, very suddenly a small place came out for sale just 20 minutes from here, which is very unusual. In this area, almost never anything comes out for sale because, yeah, it's just such a wild place. That is why we love it so much. But at the same time, that also means that generally there aren't that many places where you can live. So that something comes out for sale happens very rarely. And we just went there immediately to just see if it's something that we could be interested in at all.
Ich will ihn haben.
Willst du ihn haben?
Jeg får til et liv, ikke sant? Ja, nettopp. Ja, absolutt. Ellers så må vi bare la det et eller annen måte, ikke sant? Og ta en personlig... Ja, det er kanskje smurt litt tykt på. Ja, ok. Jo, hvis vi kan få til en bankutskrift at det er på vei.
I feel so tired. It's been so nerve-wracking. It's Friday today and on Monday is the open viewing. We just have to wait and be patient. And Ivy just wants his humans back to normal again, please. And not so stressed out. Right? Yeah, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. You're helping, aren't you? You're helping a lot. So yeah, today is Saturday. We still don't have everything ready for Monday, but we will just have to see. We will just have to go to the viewing, also have a look at the house from inside, and yeah, everything just happens so quickly right now. We will just have to see. We will have to keep calm, and yeah, I just hope that we don't do anything stupid. Na, guck an, aber wohl nicht angeschlossen. Ah, dann ist hier eine Tür zur Küche. Ja,
Ja, ist Winterfest.
The lake is so quiet today. It's so beautiful. But yeah, we have made... Oh, I just have to find a position on this rock here. Yeah, we have made a decision on going the farm, and we decided that we won't take this farm. It has been quite a hard decision. We have been thinking it all back and forth a lot of times, and yeah, we really liked it, but there were also quite a few downsides, and the biggest of them was that there was quite a bit of mold in the basement, and that has already started to affect the ground construction and the flooring. So yeah, at some parts you could really feel how the floor is just not stable anymore, and the whole house also started to tilt a little bit. So it's very likely that that would have been a huge amount of work to fix that, and probably also quite expensive. And of course, it's an old house with a bit questionable water supply and electricity and drainage system and outdoor toilet and all of that. I mean, we did live in quite simple circumstances before, and we wouldn't mind to do it again. So that's not like the main criteria, but yeah, it has been adding up a little bit. So in the end, it felt quite 50-50 from the good sides and the bad sides. And we were really torn in the last days. And I think with important decisions like that, I just hate it when it's so unclear, you know. I normally really don't struggle with making decisions, but in this case, it was really hard to figure out, like, yeah, what we should do. So I was actually quite relieved when we just got an information that suddenly made the whole decision a lot more easy. How do I explain that? The farm is located in an area where actually no other people are living permanently. It's only surrounded with holiday homes. And that means that the road to the farm isn't actually cleared in the winter. And that is not necessarily unusual here in Norway. So most of the times you just get in touch with a local farmer and pay him to clear the road for you. That is also how we have done it in the previous places where we lived before, and we just didn't really think about that this could be a problem. And very luckily, Joachim knew the guy who is responsible for this area and clearing the roads. He has been making the wooden talismans for us last year, so our main idea was just call him and also just get an opinion from him about this place, because he's also living in the same area. So Joachim called him, and he actually came with a really important information, because the farm is located even higher in the mountains than where we are living right now. It is very windy up there, and the road to the farm is on the base of the mountain. So when there's some wind, all the snow from the mountain is blowing down over this road. So even if you would pay someone to clear this road, it could be, or it is actually very likely that it could happen that just after 10 minutes, the whole road is full of snow again. So if you would go to buy groceries, it could just happen that you don't get home again, because suddenly there's 1 meter of snow. You would basically have to park your car down at the main road, buy a snow scooter, and then drive with the snow scooter over the lake a few kilometers to the farm. And yeah, that is when we thought, that is not going to happen for us. We can definitely take a lot, and we are very used to hard winters, but that is just one thing too much. We cannot buy a snow scooter and then, yeah, not be able to reach our farm with the car. We have to deliver packages once a week, and the winter is tough here, you know, and right now we're living in a really modern house with all the facilities, and it's just too much. Yeah, I don't know, maybe someone feels up for an adventure like this. I'm sure there are people out there. The farm is still on the market, and I'm also sure that you could get it for a really good price. who knows? I really hope that it finds a good owner, but for us, the decision has been made, and that also feels like a relief right now that it's just so clear and that we don't have to think about it anymore. Everything has calmed down a little bit again. I'm still quite an emotional mess. I think this whole process probably has shown it quite well why we needed a little break from this whole topic. It is just such an emotional roller coaster, and Joachim and I, we just get excited so quickly and fired up. We just cannot help ourselves. It's just how we are. And then after a little while, the reality kind of kicks in, and yeah, that is just how it is. That is the reality. And especially with such an important decision, there's just so much you need to think about, so much you need to consider. And at the same time, this definitely has been the closest we've ever been to actually buy a farm. And it also really motivated me again. I mean, we have made the decision that it's time to move on a few months ago already, but I think especially with this idea of just buying something small first and take it from there, it just makes everything so much easier, because if it's a place that is just for a few years, then we also can make much more compromises, and yeah, suddenly so many more places are actually interesting for us. And there is actually another place that we are considering right now. It's not directly in this area, but still kind of in the bigger area, a little bit down from the mountain again, so much more in the forest then, which is of course also really nice. I think as long as we can live in nature, we can be happy at most places. It just needs to be kind of, yeah, like this own world, and it needs to feel protected and a good energy, and yeah, like this quietness. That is something that we need, and it is actually something that we don't feel that much here at the moment. I know it probably seems quite different on the videos, but the place that we are renting right now is actually, or the owners of this place just live like 100 meters away, and they're really nice people and very helpful, and that is not a problem at all. But for us, it's just very noticeable that we are living at another people's place. That is what we do, in fact, and that is something that we are a little bit tired of. It's something we have done for so long now, and yeah, we just cannot really do the things that we really want to do, and to keep growing and make experiences and to create the kind of space that we want to create. So that is definitely the next step for us. There's probably still so much I haven't talked about yet, or just forgot to explain, but I hope, yeah, this whole process also kind of makes sense to you, and yeah, that it was also fun to follow us along on this process and to be part of this journey. I also had the idea maybe to do another live stream next week. We haven't done that in a really long time, maybe together with Joachim, then we could also just talk about all that much more. Let me know in the comments maybe if that's something you would feel up to, and then maybe we will see each other next week in the live stream. I'm looking forward to that. And now I will just recover a little bit and enjoy this autumn time as I planned. But I think the winter will also be here very soon. It just goes so quickly. But yeah.